This is Bloomberg Crypto, a daily Bloomberg iHeart podcast, and I'm Stacy-Marie Ishmael, managing editor of crypto for Bloomberg News. It's Monday, February 6th. It's almost time for another blockchain software upgrade on the Ethereum network. Yes, again. Nearly 5 months ago, the Ethereum blockchain successfully completed what was, at the time, a very complicated and years-in-the-making update. Called the merge, it allowed the blockchain to move from validating transactions using computers that were very energy-intensive to computers and a process that was a little bit less energy-intensive, or actually a lot less energy-intensive. That switch cut Ethereum's power consumption by more than 99%, according to various calculations. And after that upgrade, the price of Ether, the token that trades on the Ethereum blockchain, rallied a fair amount, but it's since fallen by about 15 or so percent. Now, the software developers who work on Ethereum are gearing up for another upgrade. This one is called Shanghai. And the reason that people care about it is because it will allow the tokens that are used to order those transactions on the blockchain to be withdrawn. Basically, it means that all of those tokens being used to order transactions on the blockchain that can't be withdrawn will once again be available and accessible to their owners. Here to talk more about what's coming in the Shanghai upgrade is Bloomberg reporter Olga Karif. Olga, welcome back to the podcast. I feel like there's always something going on with the Ethereum blockchain.
So true. It seems like an upgrade after an upgrade after an upgrade.
So, several months ago, we had you and our colleague David Pan on the show a few times to talk about what was called the merge.
We've been waiting for this upgrade for years. This change, known as the merge, is a software upgrade. It's Ethereum's transition from proof of work to proof of stake.
People were like, will it work? Will it be a disaster? And it went super smoothly.
But the upgrade will allow Ethereum developers to introduce new features. This update will see the Ethereum mainnet combined with the Beacon chain, which is a proof-of-stake system and is expected to be more eco-friendly by minimizing the environmental
impact. As a result of that going super smoothly, it now sounds like Ethereum, much like any kind of software project, has this roadmap that requires app updates, pretty much. What's the next big update that's coming to the blockchain?
So the next big upgrade everybody's talking about is called Shanghai. It's expected to happen in March, but, as with everything Ethereum, the timeline might still slide. And essentially, it's the next step after the merge that should sort of help Ethereum become a more attractive ecosystem for, everybody from investors to developers.
Why?
So what the merge did was it moved Ethereum from being run by so-called miners or, very powerful computers that helped order transactions on the blockchain to a blockchain that takes a lot less energy. And sort of after the merge, what happened is that Ethereum started ordering transactions using so-called staked coins. Essentially, anybody who has Ether can stake it or put it into a special staking wallet. What Shanghai does is it allows people who staked their Ether into the special staking wallets to take it out. Believe it or not, if you've staked your Ether, it's stuck there and you cannot take it out.
That seems less than ideal. Like, why did people agree to do that?
There's a lot of trust in Ethereum developers who've proven time after time that they do what they say they will do. Plus, people who stake their coins, they earn yield, which fluctuates. For instance, in the fall, at one point, it was about 10%. And right now it's around 6-7%. So it's pretty substantial, especially in today's unpredictable, often sort of down crypto market.
So if I'm hearing you correctly, it sounds like, one, there was a lot of trust in the ecosystem. There was a lot of like developer belief that this is the right thing to do. These folks are going to do the right thing. We're comfortable, as you say, staking our ether, essentially like putting our hard-earned tokens away for a while in service of the cause, the community, the greater good. Pick a motivating factor. And it also sounds like while you're doing good for the community, you're getting free money.
Absolutely. And that's exactly what it is. After the crypto crash of last year, where a lot of crypto lenders essentially went up in flames, or most of them rather, there aren't a lot of places to put your crypto into and to earn yield. And for much of last year, crypto prices have been trending down, like in the double digits. So, for people who are looking for a safer, relatively safer returns on their coins while they're sitting there waiting for another bull market, this has been a pretty attractive option. Not without its risks, though.
And what are some of those risks? That you just don't get your money back?
Right. So one of the risks is that Shanghai gets delayed. This upgrade that allows you to withdraw your tokens could get delayed still by some unexpected bugs or something else. Another risk is that while your tokens are sitting there waiting to get unlocked, eventually, something crazy happens in the crypto markets and you can't withdraw, you can't sort of make a smart move to save your money. So that's another risk.
So let's assume, because crypto is full of optimists, that everything goes completely smoothly, there's no downtime, everything's great, people get their staked ether back. What happens next? What comes after?
So what comes after, a lot of people have very rosy expectations for what happens after Shanghai. They think that they'll be able to take their money out of the staking wallets, immediately whenever they want. People who are, I guess, more realistic believe that it could take days and weeks and perhaps even months to unlock your tokens, because there might be a line. And especially right after Shanghai, as this unlock functionality first appears, there could be a rush to take money out. A lot of people lost money in the crypto markets last year. They might need it. So there could be a lot of withdrawals and a very long line. So, this is something to keep in mind. This is not like an instant on sort of functionality where everybody can just unstake all at once.
Now, if you are, say, a normal person who's not a crypto reporter or the host of a crypto podcast, and you're thinking, does the Shanghai upgrade mean Ether is going to go up, down, or sideways? What's the answer?
So it's one of those expected upgrades. Everybody has known about it for months. Essentially how it often happens, and this is what happened with the merge as well, the previous upgrade, where, Ether basically price ran up ahead of the news, and then as merge happened, it plunged as investors wanted, to realize their profits from making this bet. And a lot of people believe this is what could happen here. And this concerns not just Ether, but there is a whole big ecosystem of tokens related to staking that this sort of sell on the news expectation could impact as well. So there is an expectation that this run-up will continue until Shanghai happens, and then some of these prices could come down back to earth again. So there's a lot of gameplay involved here as people try to speculate on Shanghai.
Coming up, you'll hear more from Bloomberg reporter Olga Karif on how Ethereum's next expected upgrade could affect the industry. We'll be right back. See, this is why you never ask a reporter what a price is going to do, because they'll give you like a very detailed technical explanation, but then not tell you if it's going to go up, down, or sideways, which we are not allowed anyway. So this is like the ideal way to handle this question. And just as a kind of a final thing, we saw just in the past couple of weeks that NFTs are potentially coming to Bitcoin, which has shocked and appalled Bitcoin purists, but other people are like, woo, more ways to make money. NFTs obviously are one of the big defining use cases of Ethereum. Most NFTs today are built on top of either Ethereum itself or one of kind of, the associated / spin-off blockchains. What are the kinds of things that Ethereum developers are thinking about beyond like upgrades and bug fixes? Are there any really transformational new features that might be coming to the blockchain to continue to make it be an attractive place for software devs?
A whole bunch of features were supposed to be part of Shanghai and were taken out at the last minute because the developers just want to get this unlocking, withdrawals functionality done. So right now with NFTs, for instance, most of NFTs still live on Ethereum. There are some on Solana and a few other blockchains, but the bulk really lives on Ethereum. And if you look at developer activity, Ethereum is definitely one of the very few places to be, especially in this market. Developers are thinking of a whole bunch of new types of applications. A lot of them are thinking about, for instance, social type applications with coins baked in, and lots of other interesting use cases. During downturns is when they sort of come up with the next big thing. I think we're still waiting to see what it will be after this downturn, but that's at least my bet, just because there is so much development
still happening
here.
Yeah, this is kind of like the classic argument for why people are excited about one of our favorite buzzwords on the show, the underlying technology. All right. Thank you so much, Olga. It's always a pleasure to have you on.
Thank you, Stacy. My pleasure. I really enjoyed it.
That was Bloomberg reporter Olga Karif. You can find more of her reporting on the Bloomberg terminal and on Bloomberg.com. And for more, check out our twice-weekly newsletter, Bloomberg Crypto. This is Bloomberg Crypto, a daily podcast from Bloomberg and iHeartRadio. For more shows from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Send us your comments, questions, or suggestions for the show to crypto@bloomberg.net. The supervising producer of Bloomberg Crypto is Vicky Vergolina. Our senior producer is Janet Babin. Our producers are Mohammed Farouk and Sharon Barrero. Our associate producers are Ty Butler and Moses Undum. Desta Wonderad is our engineer. Original music by Leo Sidran. I'm Stacy-Marie Ishmael. We'll be back tomorrow.